Our first exercise in the body weight section is one of our favorite and is one of the exercises in the LAPS DVD, the T-stay push-up, man. I mean, we've been doing this exercise forever. Why do you like the exercise so much?
Well, like we said in our previous DVD, this is our 3-for-1. 1, you get upper body strength. 2, you get great shoulder stability, which is the theme of this DVD. And 3, you get a lot of core rotation and core stability.
Absolutely, and you do all of this. One of the key features of the T-stay push-up is that you have shoulder stability with what they call a gliding scapula, which is all about swimming. You want to show them a couple of progressions?
Check it out. One of the great things about this exercise is you don't even have to do a push-up. A beginning progression that we love is the T-roll. Basically, you're doing the movement without a push-up. I'll show you how you do it right here.
He gets into a plank, so right now we've integrated the core with the shoulder joint here, and now he moves as a whole unit. Notice he's not leading with his hips. He moves as a totem pole. Boom. Perfect. That shoulder gets jammed in, and of course its stability is what is going to allow this movement to occur without any impingement. Then from there, you can drop it into like a quarter push-up for those who can do just a quarter push-up. Boom. Come out. And roll. Of course, little push-up like this, and the key thing is roll as a unit. And then for those more advanced, full push-up and come out of it dynamically and roll, bam. Okay? Notice one of the great things about it is not only core, abduction at the hip. This is a toenail to fingernail exercise. That's why it's one of our favorites. Great job, Griff.
Thanks. One of the things that you will see in swimming is when people swim, you'll see the hips sway back and forth. Why does that happen? Because of the disconnect and the core stiffness between the shoulders and the hips. This exercise right here forces you to have that stiffness. That's why you see my hips and my shoulders rotate together, just like you see in swimming. Next exercise in our body weight section is the inchworm. I love the body weight section because, well, you need no equipment at all. This exercise right here can take it to a whole nother level. Of course, we have all the different progressions for all the different levels. What do you think about this exercise?
This exercise is a monster. It can be very, very easy. You'll see the different progressions that we have. But when I tell you that this is done, when done at the elite level, this is a true monster, and only our elite athletes can master the elite progression that you're going to see this young man go off and do. So let's show him the inchworm.
Hey, I'm going to give it my best shot. Check it out.
All right, the first progression that we're going to show you with the inchworm will take you out into the plank position. All right, we've shown how we get started. We get started almost like the starter block, but kind of like in a bear position, and you start walking out. So right off the bat, you have good hamstring and back flexibility. Here's the beginning progression, and it's a plank position, and then he's going to walk it back with his hands. And you can see he's kind of inchworming his way back. All right, now he's going to go into the advanced progression. And of course, the intermediate progressions are sections in between the beginning and advanced. Notice how far he's coming out. It is imperative that no pressure be felt on the lower back, and you stay as flat as possible. You can see all this walking is incredible shoulder flexibility of varying angles. Perfect. And there you have the inchworm. You have the beginning progression to the plank, the advanced progression all the way laid out. The progression that Griff did was the progression that just moves the hands. We also have the progression that moves the feet. So he walks out with his hands and walks up with his feet and back with his feet. You want to show him one of those? You think you've got it in you?
I got one more in me.
All right, here we go. This is a different type of inchworm where he's going to walk out with his hands all the way to the outside as far as you can go with no pressure on the lower back. Perfect. And now he's going to walk it nice and slow with his feet. You can see he's staying on the balls of his feet as much as the hamstring can take, and then he walks back with the feet. Come on, Griff, I believe in you, baby. That's tough stuff. And then he's going to walk it back with his hands. Here we go. Woo! And he'll tell you, you can hear him breathing. This is heavy, heavy, heavy stuff. Great job.
Man, Carlos, that's challenging stuff. And what I love about it is not only how it attacks the front of the core, but the stability and the strength that I get in the overhead position. That's exactly what we see in swimming. Although I'm out of breath, that was fun.
The first two exercises stabilize the shoulders from the front, anteriorly, all right? So we were pushing out here, holding the plank and the inchworm. These next two exercises are going to go posteriorly. So we have the Superman Y's, T's, and I's. This is an easy exercise done on the floor. Griff is going to show you how to do them. But what I like about this exercise is that it integrates the shoulder with the erectors to maintain that line that's so important in swimming.
As we discussed previously in the DVD, integrating the shoulder with the rest of the body,
That's key.
and this portion, the back of the core, which play a huge role in your short access strokes, butterfly and breaststroke. So we're getting specific and we're attacking the shoulder. This is a fundamental exercise we do with all of our swimmers here at IHP Swim. Here we go, we got our bodyweight version of the Superman, I's, Y's, and T's. I'm gonna show you guys how we get it done.
All right, as you can see, the first thing he's going to do is retract the scapula. That's key. Bring the scapulas back and down, erect the entire body, fire the paraspinals, glute, hamstrings, and then here he goes. Holding that retracted position, he's going to be coming up right there, maintaining his line. This is an excellent, what we call posterior chain exercise, phenomenal for the back. Excellent job. Now, for the T's, that was the Y's, he's going to do exactly that. So he gets into a T position, does the same thing. Before he even starts, he has to retract the scapula. That means bring them together and bring them down. From that position, now he elevates his hands while he is erecting the entire body. Excellent. And now, last but not least, the eyes, okay? During all these exercises, try to keep your thumbs up. Same thing. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and bring them down, and from there, you move. Again, he's integrating the scapula with the entire erector spinae group, and of course the glutes and hamstrings. All together, just like you swim. Great job, Griff.
Now that one was a little bit easier than the inchworm,
Yep.
but it's certainly very effective. Definitely something we recommend for all of our swimmers. Right here, we're bringing you an advanced exercise right here.
Yeah.
This one is fun, very cool, and it challenges the core, it challenges the shoulder, and it's something you probably have not seen before.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites because not only does it tackle the back on one side of the body, it tackles the back on one side of the body while it's hitting the front on the other side of the body. And the only way to do that is to do this, the X factor. Cross the body from left hip to right shoulder and from the right shoulder to the left hip. Let's show them the unilateral plank Superman. All right, the first thing we got to do is get into a plank position. And we can get into a plank position in two different ways. All right, you can have an arm base or you can go to an elbow base. So if you have a wrist injury, feel free to go to the elbow. If you're on a hard surface and the elbow hurts, use the arm. So you have different variations. But we're going to use the hand variation here. 3-point plank, wide foot position, or a little bit wider than shoulder. One arm stability, and boom, here we go. 1, 2, that is your Y. Here is your T. Okay? And here is your I. And this is your one arm plank unilateral Superman. All right? Superman is this position. All right? Now, you can have Superman in the Y position, T position, different positions, and of course, Griff showed you all three positions, the Y, the T, and the I. What'd you think of that? That says it all.
I just caught my breath. Guys, that will get the job done. It's amazing what we can do with no equipment at all. Just body weight, gravity, and a little bit of creativity.
Now, we showed you everything from the floor, and of course, we showed you beginning progressions from the floor. But let's say that this floor position is very difficult for you. You can use the back of a couch. You can use a stool. You can use a park bench. You can elevate the push-up or any of those positions to reduce the weight that your shoulder's taking. So there's no excuses as to why you can't do these exercises. You should be able to do these exercises anywhere, in a park, in a hotel room, or on pool deck.
As long as there's no pain, you can move on, okay? But if there is pain, make sure you use the proper progression, just as JC just said.